Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. A little sip of my tea there. Welcome back to the Moms and Fox show. Whew. I just took a hit of my bone rip, y'all. Whew. Give me a second. Excuse me. Whew. Y'all see, but I gotta take my tea. I don't know if y'all see this one. It says simmer down. Just roll with it. It's a rolling pin. Let me see if y'all can see it. Simmer down, just roll with it. But okay. So I said to myself, don't smoke on camera. But you go see the effects of the smoke. Meaning the right aftermath of me smoking. I'm gonna be high, y'all. I'm gonna be high. Okay, but I just want to start with the shirt. Let's start with the shirt. If you know, you know. Let me move it. Maybe it's a beautiful day to save lives. Like I said, if you know, you know. For my people, they're just audio. If you know, you know. It's a beautiful day to save lives. Meg Dreamy. And it was blue. As you can tell, I love blue. Nipsey. God rest Nipsey soul. That's big bro. I love blue because of Nipsey. So it's a beautiful day to save lives. Beautiful day to wear this shirt because today is the day we start my weird ministry. Excuse me, hold on. Ooh. Okay, sorry. But yes, today's the day we start my weird ministry. Weird as in, like I said, I had this whole name of like high in the sky and I was going to be smoking and stuff and all that. But I was like, I really was speaking to my divine creator. That's what I call God. We'll get into that whole God thing next episode. But I really was speaking to God, divine creator, Yahweh, And he said, you got some messages that need to touch some people, so you can't just be smoking on this. So I ain't going to be smoking on this podcast, but just know I am high. So the whole point of this wacky Wednesday or Sunday school or whatever you want to say, that we're doing Bible study and Sunday school. Today, of course, going to be, just the intro, nothing crazy. Crazy faith. I'll get into that. Crazy faith. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know where to start. Okay. So yes, this is going to be us talking about, I'll just bring it out, the Bible. Holy Bible. Guess where I got this Bible, y'all? The dollar store. Got this Bible from the excuse me. That was the last call. I just had to get that out. Got this Bible from the dollar store. I think it's funny. It was at the King Dollar. I live in Texas, at the King Dollar, not just a dollar store. Put some respect on the dollar store name. It was the King Dollar. Okay. But this was in the dollar store, and this was one of my signs. At this time, due to ministry, Michael Todd's Crazy Faith series was one of them ones. Not just the Crazy Faith, but Crazier Faith. You don't know, go check it out. Michael Todd Transformational Church. I'm not stealing. He'll tell you it's okay for people to, take a message that he did and embark on it. I'm not stealing his stuff. You'll see where I'm going with this. But because it took Crazy Faith for me to start this, because I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash because of who I am, the things I'm going to say, where I come, and all that. So, like I said, my chest is beating, not just because of the weed. Just that. I took a bong rip and we about to talk about the Bible. Let me get a little more tea. A little simmer down. I got to simmer my soul down from the weed and just my nerves. So, okay. Growing up, people said I was going to be a little pastor. I grew up in the church. I've talked about this in past episodes, but we'll get into it now. Okay. People said I was going to be a little pastor. I'm talking from the age of, I can't remember, from the teeny tight high up until whatever. They was like, you going to be a pastor. You going to be a preacher. Ask my mama. Where the picture at? I probably put the picture over here. See me and my mama? Yeah, she got the house on the prairie dress. Love you, mama. But yeah, I was going to church since a little tidy mite. We was at church probably 4 to 5 days a week. I'm talking, Bible study, choir rehearsal, usher board practice, whatever meetings had to be had. Then you got, Saturday stuff, whatever practices and meetings for whatever day is coming, because I'm sure you got some regular, service on Sunday, Sunday school. I'm sorry, let me jump to Sunday. Sunday school, regular service, and then you got some service after church, some 3 o'clock or like 5 o'clock, either at your church or somebody else's church. How, damn it, I was at church all day Sunday for sure. I'm just thinking about it like, Jesus Christ. I promise you, that was the last one. But that's the point. I'm high. I don't care about y'all. I do care about y'all. I love y'all. I'm saying I don't care about y'all opinions and thoughts because I'm high. Anywho, that's the point of this. That's why it's the intro. I meant to say this in the beginning. The whole point of this is I am coming into that pastor thing, right? But in my own way. Sorry, I hit the microphone. In my own way. Okay. Pastor Michael Todd, he was one of the catalysts of me stepping into this. But I grew up with different pastors. But, it was the new age. Him, Pastor Kenyon, Steve Verdict. I don't know how to say his name. Short white dude. I like him. A lot of other ones. I can keep going on and on and on. A lot of them, right? That inspired me and encouraged me to get back into the church after the church put me out. They put me out after saying I was going to be a pastor and preacher. I started wearing gold teeth, having tattoos and stuff. Funny enough, I got Jesus. Sorry, y'all. Funny enough, I got Jesus. Oh, it's hard to see. I'm still getting used to this video. Anywho, I got a Jesus tattoo. It says, "Impossible is nothing." Philippians 4:13. I got a few scriptures on me. So I grew up in the church, but once I started getting tattoos and being really raised by my environment of like the hood, gold teeth and stuff and dreads, yeah, they start ostracizing. Like they didn't say it, but you felt it. I was welcome, but I wasn't welcome. So this is for all the people. Did that thing come off? It did. My microphone came on. Hold on. Let me fix it. Put the microphone back. Y'all, like I said, just bear with me. This is that season of growth. So maybe the microphone needed to come off. I don't know. Anywho. But this is really for people who, for the Michael Todds, for the ones that they can't touch. Like I love Michael Todd. I know he went through his adversity, but both his parents grew up in church. Both of them, I believe, was like preachers and pastors. And that's how he grew up. He grew up in church in different ways. Like I grew up in church, but I got a whole other side of my family that's fast money, like a Frank Lucas type family, if you get my drift. So I know both sides. I know both sides where, yeah, just coming from a real street hood perspective of ready to kill people life. I'm just being honest. So it's 8 billion people in this world, right? 8 billion people. Everyone has a different ear. Everyone has a different voice. So I'm not for everybody. Cool. I'm not for everybody. Like I came in damn near in blue like a Crip. So I'm sure the Pirus and looking at me like, nah, I can't really. That's cool. I'm aware of some other stuff that may be for the Pirus later on. You know what I'm saying? So I can touch everybody. But I go by the Healthy Hoodlum. Excuse me. Heal, die, hoodlum. Heal thy hoodlum. Heal that hood. I'm not for everybody. So my message is not for everybody, but I'm going to teach this the best way I know how, because I've done my own studying. Like I'm not religious at all. I'm very spiritual. If you know me, I will say this. I'm very spiritual. But if I had to claim a religion, I would say like omninus. Omninus is like the belief and study of all the religions, because I've done a little theology studying where I've studied different religions, and I would say when my grandmother passed, God rest her soul. Get a little tea, hold on. Getting cotton mouth. It wasn't Christianity that helped me heal. They don't really teach you how to heal and forgive. Yeah, they say that stuff, but they didn't teach it. I ain't gonna lie, it was Taoism and Buddhism, Hinduism, and even Muslim. Like even certain different religions I study, and I got different walks of life from all of it. If you look at my tattoo, I believe I was Asian at one part in life, so that's why I connect with. I believe with the Asian cultures, just in my opinion. But I believe in the yin yang, where like there's unity in all, the light, the dark. So I'm not coming just speaking to one group of people. I'm hoping to touch everyone. I'm hoping to touch the person who, like I said, is hood, street, kind of know about God. Let me tell you about street people version of God. Their version of God is I made it another day. Praise God. Meaning like I didn't die today. Praise God. That's their version of God. You know what I mean? I can relate to that. Growing up in the hood, excuse me, and whatnot. I didn't see past 17. The first death I can remember as a young tidy mite or somebody my age around like 9, 10, where that innocence light bulb gone, where it's like, ooh, I can die. Like from guns and trigger, trigger, bang, bang. Just being out here on hanging out, having fun. Um, so you know what I mean? I'm here to touch a different walk of life or a different group of people where I understand waking up and God based off of, like I said, you are alive today. It's a crazy thought, but we'll get into that. So I'm here for that person that sell drugs, do this and that, bum, bum. They know God. They just know God a different way. And I'm here for the person who know this back and forth because I've studied and I've lived it. Most of y'all that say you have faith, you don't. You don't. Like I said, we go get into this. Sundays are just going to be all about faith. I'm going to call Sunday um, pick your character. Pick your character. What I mean by that, there's so many different characters of faith. Like let me get it out. Hebrews 11. Michael Todd called it the Hall of Faith. And he named this, I went through it. Hebrews 11 named a lot of people. Abram, Noah, Isaac, Jacob, all of them, right? Gideon, not Barack Obama. We're going to get into Barack, Samson, Samuel, David, whole bunch of people, right? Pick your character of faith that you need to walk like in this new era of life. I believe God is calling us because his Bible is so old, people can't relate to it. Crazy faith. Look what Michael Todd was doing with his church and how he's been giving away money. I believe he gave away $7 million this year. The boy gave away $7 million. The boy got his own money. He got his own money. Even if he do ride around in a Bentley, like you know how the old school pastors used to just be stealing. Even if he do ride around in a Bentley, he gave away $7 million. Leave that man. Leave that. I was gonna say leave that nigga alone. That's me. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna leave that nigga alone. I don't know his personal life, but any church that gives away that kind of money, they doing something right and they got God's favor. I don't know. Huh? That's crazy to me. I'm just saying. He's being an example of crazy faith that I believe all of us needs to have that walk of life. I'm gonna speak on my own journey of crazy faith, but I'm just saying I love what they doing. So I love what they doing. But we all supposed to live like that, right? The Hall of Faith. We all supposed to go down in the Hall of Faith. And that's what that taught me is literally, literally, our walk of life, our tests and trials are meant to test our what? Faith. Everything we go through, good, bad. I'm studying like duality. We'll get into that. But there really is no good or bad. It's the perspective you put on it. But it's like, it's all just to test your faith. When you have money, are you faithful to God? When you broke, are you faithful to God? That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, when you healthy, are you faithful to God? When you sick, are you? So it's just all about testing our faith, but it's just taking it to the next level of stop looking at the people in the book, and he's challenging us to live like they lived. He's not calling us to do what they did, but he's calling us to have their version of faith. So Sundays is literally all about faith. Every Sunday, I'm going to have a message about faith, a different version of faith through a different person. So my favorite people, I guess you could not favorite, but people that I relate to, if I had to pick a characters and be like different parts of my life, these people, I guess you could say I resembled their life. My life resembled their life. I don't know. We got Noah, Moses, Joseph, Job, um, and I'm kind of living it now, Elijah and Elijah. I believe I've been both parts where I've been the Elijah where he just had to leave his people and just go. I've done that several times, but I'm now stepping into the wiser version of me, the Elijah, where I actually have like a little pupil under me. I'm mentoring someone in faith. It's so dope. It's so dope to like have someone see your faith and they step up their faith and be like, I don't know what's going on with you. At first, this person used to call me weird, um, but then she understood how I move and how I rock, and she started implementing some of the stuff in her life, and instantly miracles start happening to her life. We'll get into all of that. But those are some of the people: Noah, Moses, Joseph, Job, um, Elijah and Elijah, the three Hebrew boys, and the woman of the issue of blood is some of my favorite people. I'm not saying we're gonna start with them. I'm just saying Sundays. I don't know where this is going. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, y'all. I don't know where this is going. I'm just stepping in what crazy faith. God said, do this. I'm gonna do this. And we go see where it goes. Wednesdays, Bible study is gonna be more of like stepping into just the other walks of life, like marriage, multiple wives, poly, um, in the beginning, so a man thinketh. Just certain sayings that people used to say from the Bible that we've heard them back in, growing up. Even if you didn't grow up in the church, you've heard certain sayings like "so a man thinketh." We got that totally wrong, right? Just totally wrong. I don't even want to get into that right now. But "so a man thinketh," it is what it seems like, but it's not. So, but anywho, that's Wednesday. So Wednesday is more Bible study. Or like I said, we'll be just diving into just different things and different topics. Like we're going to talk about first my version of God and what I think God is and what I feel God. I don't know. We'll get into that. In the beginning, we'll talk about Adam and Eve. We'll talk about literally Jesus. I'm going to dedicate from Easter all the way up until Christmas. I know you're saying, why you didn't start this Christmas? Because no, I want to start with other people. I am going to touch on him a little bit, Jesus, but I want to literally have a whole series of just talking about Jesus's life, miracles, all the shebang. So I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna go, yeah, I guess not starting backwards, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna start from Easter of 2022 all the way into Christmas of 2022. Every Wednesday is going to be about Jesus, and maybe every Friday. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how that play out. But that's when I'll start talking about Jesus. Is definitely during Easter time. Um, right now, I just want to really just touch on just I believe my whole mission is to bring people to their version of God. If you think you know God, I'm gonna say some stuff that twists your whole thought process because one, I'm vegan, so like I believe to me that's the purest form of connecting to God. Um, just because you're just real quick, think about it. You're eating nothing but plants, even if it's bad vegan. That's still you're eating nothing but plants and like starchy stuff. It's not healthy. I'm not saying healthy, but you're not eating death. You're not eating like dead animals. You know what I mean? You're eating life. So I think your connection to God. We'll talk about shot. So I gotta come in close when I say this. If I was Michael Todd, I would say, cameraman, do the one thing me and him disagree on. I love him because he's just a different walk of life. I'm very spiritual. He be talking about chakras, manifestations, this and that. I'm gonna bring those things to the walk of life, and I'm gonna bring how they say evidence in the Bible. Some stuff is in there, some stuff isn't, but everything is like this book is man-made too. And some stuff was left out, some stuff was at we don't, you really gotta study to know the old version of the Bible. But even then I'm like, I'm African American, black, I don't know which I'm an indigenous, look, I'm a brown person, okay? Indigenous people, whether from, Native America, Africa. You can even say in Asia, they was studying off the land, off of water, off of crystals, off of rocks, off of spirits, right? I'm even gonna get into how Christianity practices witchcraft off the back. I know y'all not ready for that one, but you do. Okay. I'm gonna just foreshadow. You drinking blood and eating body. Do this in remembrance of me, communion. Even it symbolizes blood and body, but that's not witchcraft. We go get into that. Like I said, like certain people ain't ready for what I'm gonna say. That I'm not for everybody. Did I cuss? I didn't even really cuss, but I feel like I just cuss a little bit. Fuck shit, damn. I just threw out a couple of those because like I'm a cusser. So every now and then you go hear me cuss. So I'm just different. Like I said, I'm not gonna smoke on here, but I am high. That's another motto I have. So two mottos I have. Excuse me. One is my job to bring you to your version of God. Okay. Two, don't miss the message just because the messenger is high. That's all I'm saying. Don't miss it. I got some good messages, I promise you. I studied the word. I fast. I meditate. I pray. All I've ate today, what I eat today, it's like 4 p.m. my time. And all I had today was some peanut butter and carrots. And I worked out. And there's some tea and some sea moss. So I'm very healthy, connected to source. Trust me, we could talk about y'all eating Christians. And I'm not just getting on Christians. It's just that I grew up in the church, the Christian church. So we're going to talk about all walks of life. But yes, I cuss. And I'm going to say this. And it was just, as I'm recording this, it was just 2222 at the, time stamp thingy. So that lets me know God wants me to say this in this way. I don't know about you, but when I talk to God, I hear my voice. The voice you're hearing right now, that's the voice I hear. Now that voice also comes back as like other people too. Enemy, demons, like I said, other people that was trying to program me, what have you not, right? But that's how you gotta meditate and get close to God, and that's why the God's voice is your voice. Anywho, I don't even want to get too deep, but you are God. I don't want to go there too deep, too fast. I just foreshadowing. Try my best not to go too deep and too much. But so when I talk to God, God talks back to me in my dialect. I'm a cusser. So every now and then I be like, what the fuck? Or shit, damn, just stuff like that. And every now and then my God, like I said, this is my version of God. I can't say your version of God. My version of God be like, why the fuck you doing that? Who the fuck told you to do that? Sit your motherfucking ass down. And I know you're thinking, God don't speak like that. Like I said, maybe not your God. Me, I'm a little rough around the edges. So sometimes my God needs to catch me in the act of I'm about to do something. Hey, he'd be like, hey, motherfucker, you better sit your ass down. I told you not to do that. I'd be like, you're right. You told me not. What the fuck was I thinking? I'm sorry. Don't strike me. I didn't mean. So I don't know that whisper. Let me see that whisper, that yin yang, that yin yang whisper. That yin yang whisper don't work for me. My God is a yeah. My God is a yin is a little yeah. He go yell at me in whatever way he needs to get that message. Now sometimes it's a whisper, most of the time it's not though. So I'm just saying, this is me and my God, and I'm not for everybody, but me and my God is cool. So every now and when I do, cause I know God is okay with it, because like I said, he made me his image. I'm just a product of my environment. Am I working on cussing? Yeah. Am I ever gonna stop cussing? No. Because that's how the fuck I talk. Because sometimes cuss words ain't that bad. And we gonna talk about that. How people say, Bad work. I was holding the Bible. Bad work. Y'all say some lot of other bad stuff to yourself besides damn and shit. I promise you. You say a lot of other things that wouldn't be considered bad words that God would consider bad words. Going too far though. We're going too far in the heart. Stop. You're going too far. This was just the intro. I'm just showing y'all it's coming. We going deep. Like I said, we got faith. I don't want to, because I feel I'm gonna just wrap up because I'm about to get into, I can't wrap up. Ooh, you made it this far. Good, because most of the time the preachers be like, it took 25 minutes to get into the message. Today's message is to live in crazy faith. So I'm gonna just give you a few examples of my life in crazy faith. If you don't know, I lost 240 pounds. So even before Michael Todd came out with this crazy faith series, right? People was already living in crazy faith. We just didn't have a title for it. He came out with a title. But I believe God is speaking to so many different people using their life, like I said, to bring people back to God so they can be testaments. You know what I mean? So um should I don't know. I was about to do the rundown, just my life, but I won't. I'll just say there are different parts that I'll talk about when I use other people that will then connect in my life. So I won't even go too deep. But yes, I lost 240 pounds naturally. I will use that example. And to me, that was the catalyst of all my faith. Now, but prior to that, honestly, I was like a little prophet. I didn't know I was, but I could have skipped the second grade. When I say everything was easy for me, I believe I'm an anointed, like little king prophet. Like, I'm gonna put the picture up. I literally used to like win baby pageants. I was the king of all babies. Should I put maybe I'll put it over there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put it over here. It seems like more space. So this is my second visual. So we're just testing stuff out. Some pictures I'll put here, some I'll put here. Maybe I'll just throw them back and forth. Maybe I'll put some before and afters. If you are listening audio, I still love you, but you definitely need to go visit. You need to get over to YouTube, Mind of the Fox, YouTube, and check it out because things is changing. Things is changing. Bamboo season. Ooh, crazy faith. Go check it out. But yes, I was born a king, in my opinion. Born in August. I'm a Leo, lion. Right. I didn't pick that for me. I didn't put myself in baby pageants. I didn't do none of that stuff, right? So just I was anointed at a young age. I played music. I want to show y'all my tattoos. I guess I can show y'all this one. This one, the music one. I got it. Where'd it go? Music one right there. I played both clefs. Both clefs like you. Well, if you don't, if you know, you know. Treble and bass. There are two clefs in music. Um, that's how I'm connected to Michael Todd. I'm a musician as well, but um, both clefs. I played trombone. Let's start from the beginning. Violin, viola, trumpet, baritone, tuba, valve trombone, um, a few other ones. I tried saxophone, tried the piano, but the first ones I named, I like pretty much mastered those and was like in marching band, orchestra, a whole bunch of stuff, right? Um, so stuff always came easy to me. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get that I was going to be in this seat at some point and people was telling the truth that I am going to be like a pastor, minister, but I'm never going to really open up a church. Now, maybe God saved. No, because I don't really want to have people in front of me. I don't want the yes man corner. I like actually recording by myself. When it comes to God, I like to study, do stuff by myself, record my message, and whoever it's for is for. I don't need the yes man corner. If you go to church or you've been to church or you watch a church sermon, you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with it. It's your applause corner. Nothing wrong with it. Like when I do have speaking engagements, I would love my applause corner to be there when I tell my corny jokes, just to laugh a little bit or laugh or clap when they need to. But pastors and preachers are like entertainers to me. A lot of people won't speak on that. They're like entertainers. They got to speak and talk a certain way so they can keep those funds coming in. Now, I'm not even good or bad, whatever they do with the money. I'm just saying they have to keep those funds coming in So they have to speak a certain way, and they have to keep their antics up. If they started whatever antics, that's why I probably won't have no antics. I mean, you know what? Only one antic I will have because I will be doing, you know, um, effects on YouTube. So if you're watching the YouTube, clearly you've seen me all different kind of effects. But there's only going to be one kind of thing I do consistently in every sermon message. When I say something where it's like you going to hell moment, I'm gonna have fire come across the screen. Just a whole bunch of fire. Just engulf me in fire and be like, okay. Because I always say if I'm going to hell, I'm gonna see you there. Not you personally, just you as a collective. Because if someone like me is going, I try my best to live pure. Like I try my best to live God-like. Not Jesus like God-like, like God-like, like God-like. You know? So if someone like me is going, I'm gonna see most of y'all there. So we just go, flames. Just flame it up. Flame it up. All right, flame is gone. How Kevin Hart say when he had a special, when he blew up, it was the one right after he blew up. Give me the goddamn flame. Give me the flame. So, but anywho, um, I'm gonna say a lot of crazy stuff. That's why I put crazy faith there because it's a crazy faith to not only just. I literally have like I was gonna show y'all my notes, but I literally have like probably 15 messages ready to go, and from there we just go keep it moving. But and I still have to study on a lot of those. But I'm saying messages as far as like I see what God want me to go with the message. I see who I'm talking about, how it connects to my life, how I can help you. But so like I said, this is not for everybody. If you've been watching this whole time, thank you, appreciate you. That means clearly this is for you. Subscribe. I'll hit a subscribe below at some point. Like I said, I'm just testing all this out. It's gonna get better and better and better. So appreciate you. Just like I said, that's why crazy faith. It's a crazy faith just to start doing a visual podcast. I'm still learning as I go. StreamYard, where is it at? The little duck, I know it's in the corner. I'm gonna like I ain't lie, this is a test. I'm testing out the free shit. I'm gonna buy the thing, but this is me testing out the free stuff to see if I even like this service or if I want to do. Anywho, crazy faith. Step out of crazy faith, y'all. That's my whole point. And throughout my life, I have thing after thing. I know you're jumping over. That's what I'm just. There's no real message today. Today is just an intro to let you know what's coming. Um, so to give what do you call that? To give not a reverence. I guess you could say reverence, but to give a shout out plus his flowers to Michael Todd Transformation Church. But it's also just to step out in crazy faith. I said I was 240 pounds, crazy faith. I went to a private school I didn't know about, crazy faith. I moved. We'll definitely get into that whole moving thing, but I've moved several times out of crazy faith, or like within a whim, within like a 2 week really like mindset of really making up my mind within those 1-2 weeks, and I just moved states. I did it, first I did it from California to Oregon. I guess you could say from school. I went to Grambling State for 1 year. So I went from California to Louisiana, back to California, from California to Portland, back to Louisiana, back to California, and from California to Texas. God say move, I move, crazy faith. So we'll get into all of that. This was just, like I said, a little intro preview. It's a beautiful day to save lives. I don't know who these messages are going to be for. I don't, but I'm just trying to save as many lives as I can, many souls. It's a lot of evil running rapid out there, and that's why God is using so many new fresh faces to really highlight God's aura and essence. Whether you agree with what my antics are or who I am or what I do, I've met so many people that can see the God in me that I know I brought them closer to God. Just, literally, like I said, my little Elijah, my little pupil, met this person 2 months ago. 2 months ago, and now literally is like helping me do the fisherman amongst men type thing. So don't need your approval. If you want to donate, you can definitely do that. I'm not asking for no. If God tells you to put a love token down to me, trust me, my cash app will always be in down below. Um, I'll do Cash App and Venmo. I'll put them both down there. PayPal, I ain't knocking PayPal. PayPal be true. I should say, I mean, they might want to sponsor it. So, anywho, um, yeah, sponsors are coming. I feel it, y'all. I must. Let me get a little more tea. Sponsors is coming. Sponsors is coming. I don't know what sponsor is coming, but I'm ready. Whoever want to sponsor me, like I said, you want to some donations, you want to sponsor me, let's make it happen, Captain. Um, but yes, I'm not for everybody, and that's fine. That's fine. So, but if hear something that speaks to you, and God tells you to do your own offering, I'm not saying give it to me, give it to whoever you do your own church and tithes with. You know what I mean? That's between you and you. But if you want to drop let God tell you to drop a love offering to me in particular, that's different. But we'll get into all that because I do my 10%. I do believe in tithing, not all to the church because sometimes I guess I'll give you the breakdown. I guess I can give you real quick. Just if you've been rocking this long, then this really is you, my people, and this is for you. I do most of the time 50% church, 25% charity, 25% like straight homeless, meaning like charities that maybe don't have nothing to do with homeless, and then 25 directly to homeless, like food giveaways, clothes giveaways, money, whatever. But we'll talk about all of that. Um, yeah, whew. Crazy faith, crazy faith. That's this whole theme. I want to help you, like I said, find your version of God, find your version of faith, and really live by that. Really live by that. I'm gonna challenge people. You believe Jesus exists? Live by that. Live by His example. Live by His example. If you believe in God, live by that. Live by the things that God has told you to do. You know what I mean? So I love it, y'all. Can't wait to get in some of these messages. The next message, um, we'll just talk about, like I said, my version of God. I'll back it up with a little bit of scripture. But this is just one thing I just in mind. This is just kind of setting the foundation and the, I guess you could say, housekeeping rules to the house. That's all. Just I'm gonna bring you into my head, my world, because I say universe, God, Yahweh, whatever you believe, it's what you believe. You know what I mean? Um, so we shall see. We shall see where this goes. I'm excited because one, this is my second visual podcast, and I'm excited just to have a visual podcast. I'm excited to have season 2. I'm excited to have a podcast. I do have guests coming, and I have a whole other podcast I'm creating with someone else. Where you know what I mean. We're gonna be having my little pupil, one little pupil. Me and her putting a podcast on. We'll be smoking on that one, and trippy therapy is what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna be smoking and just healing. We're gonna be healing together. That's the whole point of this. Is I don't have all the answers. I've studied a lot, but as I study more, I'm going to take maybe more theology classes and study more. I'm going to learn probably Greek and Hebrew so I can do both of those Bibles. Greek just so I can learn words. Hebrew because the original Bible was written in Hebrew. But I am in I'm a sponge in this new life, and when I do soak up all I can soak up, I'm gonna wring out or whatever, however I'm gonna get wrung out. That's gonna get wrung out, and all that knowledge is gonna pour on to whatever needs it. Or I'm gonna clean up whatever. So I'm a sponge analogy. Just take it for how you take it. So crazy faith. I'm just gonna challenge you. One, to go watch. I'm gonna say the whole Crazy Faith series. Start with the first Crazy Faith, and then go to Crazier Faith. But if you just start with Crazier Faith, that should get you where you need to be too. Because I understand people's attention span ain't that long. So trust me, my messages ain't gonna be that long. I'm gonna try to keep them always under an hour. Because I understand we in this swipe culture. You just swiping. So you still rocking with me? I appreciate you for real, because people attention span ain't what where it should be. But read a book, not just the Bible. Read books to help you to balance that swipe mindset where you just be swiping for no reason, just swipe, swipe, your mind just be right. That was me having like that's literally your mind swiping. Anywho, um, yeah, this is gonna be good. I just had a moment just thinking of everything that's coming, and I just want to speak over someone. If you're watching this far, I'm gonna speak over something. You know how they pray at the end. We ain't gonna always pray, but I am gonna just have a moment, just speak something over you, and just say whatever you praying for. Just know it's coming. It's coming. I can't put a time frame on it, but if you pray for it and God has already given you your answer, stop praying about it and start living for it. Start living about it. Start being about it. Start stepping out in crazy faith. Write it down. Start speaking it, right? I've spoken, I'm a millionaire for 10 plus years. I ain't no millions. Well, when this video might come out, I may have millions by then. I'm just saying, crazy faith. Crazy faith. Write your vision. Make it plain. Speak it. If God confirms that vision, it's going to happen. And that's the one thing that has brought me a long way. I always go back to my weight loss journey. 240 pounds. I saw it. I don't know how it was going to happen. I spoke it to God. God was like, yeah, you're going to lose 200 pounds. I'm going to lose 1 pound. Every day I just put the work in. And crazy faith, and it happened. Well, it didn't just happen. But with God allowed it to happen because I had the crazy faith. And sometimes, I felt the spirit. This is for somebody. Because if you've been watching this long, this is for somebody. Sometimes you actually create the miracle and you unite it. It's almost like, yeah, I know God is all power. Like I don't want to go too deep in where I'm going next week or next week. Nope. It's not next week, but I'm going to this next episode. But sometimes you make God move where your back is against the wall, against the sea, and you open the sea with your faith. And your faith carries other people through. But you open the sea. Your crazy faith creates the miracle because you do the work day by day, to day. So I don't know who this is for, but just know it's coming. But you just got to keep living in crazy faith. The closer you get to it, the harder it gets. The closer you get to that thing, the harder it gets because that's when the miracle's about to happen, right? But it's going to happen. Not on your time and God's time. And we'll talk about all that. And in God's plan, God's will. But as long as your will matches up with God's will, oh, it's beautiful. That's when it's divine timing. Oh, I gave too much. But divine timing is your will, God's will, and it matches up together. And that's when that miracle happens for you. So I just gave too much to you. Gave too much. So, okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I just had to speak that on for somebody. It's coming. Living crazy faith. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I don't know who that's for, but it's coming. So, y'all rock with me, please. This is gonna be I shouldn't say please. If it's for you, it's for you. And, hey, I'm sorry, Paru. I just had a moment. Look, my cup. I got red in the Paru. I should have said that earlier, but yeah, I know I still rock with Nipsey Blue. But if you missed the message because of what I'm wearing, what I'm saying, because I smoke, cannabis and marijuana, that's on you, not me. I'm stepping out in crazy faith, doing exactly what my divine creator is telling me to do. So if you hear the message and you miss it, that's on you and your divine creator. I planted the seed. Whether you water the seed or not, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm throwing out seeds. Watch crazy your faith and you'll get it. But for the rest of my life, I'm just throwing out seeds. I'm just throwing out good vibes, positive seeds, good energy, positive seeds, good energy, positive vibes, good love, positive energy seeds. Whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to keep telling my story, keep telling you about manifestation, keep telling you about the power of fasting, the power of visualization. Whoever gets it, gets it. My life literally, I've seen what's about to, I didn't see what's about to happen, but I've seen like the results. I'm about to be on a private jet. I don't know if it's my private jet or somebody else's private jet, but God showed me the vision. Crazy faith. Huh? I can't wait to take that Instagram. I can't wait to. That's why you gotta record stuff. So when it does happen, crazy faith, you can go back and be like, I told y'all I was gonna be on a private jet. I'm not saying when. I don't know when. I didn't. This weight loss took 4 years, but it happened. It happened, and I ain't never going back. Shit, this neck. I got a great neck. I ain't never going back. So once you do cross over to whatever God is crossing you over to, you don't go back. Once He give you your double blessing, once He take everything from you, then He double bless you. That's it. That's your new life. It's double bless abundance. Hello, baby. Huh? I don't know why I got that close. I apologize, but anywho. Okay, y'all. This is gonna be so amazing. OMG. Everything in me is tingling. That's how I know this will be good. So okay. You're possible. Change the word impossible to I'm possible, and you become unstoppable. So if nobody told you today, just know I believe in you because I am you. I believe in you because I am you. You're possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. You're a God within. Okay? We're changing the mind, body, soul. Right? Holy Trinity. We're changing the mind, body, soul. We're living in Mamba mentality, never giving up. Because it's a marathon, and the marathon will always continue. That's how I kind of end my messages, right? And that's what I do. That's my way of breaking out the congregation. We're changing the mind, body, soul, living in Mamba mentality. Or we can say, marathon continues in Mamba mentality, whatever you want to say. Bless up, bless up, bless up. You know what this is? Star Trek. Live long and prosper. Bless up, live long and prosper. Ashe. Ashe means it's like a verse. It's like the ancient African version of Amen. Ashe, bless up. So I'm putting all the worlds together. Star Trek, Nipsey, Kobe, God. I'm not for everybody, but if I'm for you, just know I love you. I love you. Bless up, Ashe. Have a great what? Day.